Welcome to today's class. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create online forms using Google. Remember one of the tools I introduced to us on our first day of class, Google Forms? Yes, that's the one we're going to be using to create online forms. Have you ever gone online and you see like a poster and then they say click link to register or click link in bio to register, and maybe you're wondering how those links are created? Yes, that's what I'm going to be showing you how to create today. And why does this class matter? Because as a producer, you're constantly collecting information either from your crew members or from actors. If, for instance, you want to organize an audition now, you don't need to wait till the day of the audition to start telling people to fill their names on a sheet of paper and writing their name. That's like old school and it takes time. But imagine you create a link ahead and you put out the day you're putting out the flyer for the audition and you're saying, click this link in bio to register. That way, people are registering on the day of the audition. You already know how many people you are expecting. Now think about this. If you don't have the funds for a physical venue, you can do self-tapes, right? Self-tapes are an affordable way to run auditions. You can just design a flyer on Canva, attach your audition link, receive self-tapes, shortlist, and then invite finalists for a virtual audition on Google Meet. It's that simple. Let's just go straight to the practical and see how we can create a simple Google form. So on our film production folder, we open it and then we go to production, right? Subfolder production. And then let's say we want to create a Google form that collects information of crew members for, say, maybe hotel room placement, right? So we go to accommodation subfolder, we go to crew, right? And then we start creating. To create a Google form, we click the plus sign, this plus sign here, right? We select Google Forms. This is Google Forms. Go to this arrow and we select from, let's do blank form, blank form. Again, this pops up, create and share. Now, so this is it. So let's say hotel room, dismiss first. Hotel room placement. The boy is mine, right? You can just say, please complete this form as accurate as possible to enable us reserve your hotel accommodations. That's it. So you look at all these icons. You can use this to format your text, or you can decide to make this. Oh my goodness, sorry. So you can decide to make this italics. Instead to make this, click this to make it italics. You can underline it. You can make this bold, right? You see that? Yeah. Now let's go. So come here. We start building the form. Full names. Or you can just say name, first name, first name, first name, right? So this right here is, if you, it tells you how do you want the answer to be, how do you want, when they respond, how do you want it to be? Do you want it to be a short paragraph or a paragraph, or if you want it to be multi-choice? So if you're asking a question, either A or B or C, if you want them to check, if you want it to be a drop down, we're going to be using all of this so you understand how it works. So first name, that should be a short answer. Then you make it a require, press this require. This means that if they don't answer this, they won't be able to submit the form. So you have to click this if this is a compulsory answer, right? Then you go to plus and say last name or surname, right? Last name. Then you come here as well and then you do what? Short answer. Also make it what required. You can duplicate this if you want to. So maybe if you're asking the same question at the center, for instance, let me click the duplicate button. Do you see what happens? So you just duplicated it, but since we are not duplicating, we can just say You can just say designation or department, but let's just say designation because there are more than one persons in departments. So this one, designation, here it cannot be a short answer because you want to also make it simple for the person filling in. So you can just say, let's say drop down. So drop down, you are helping them to fill it in. So director, producer, AD, right? PM, script C, right? Who else can we have here? DP, gaffer, you know, makeup, all the way down. Let's just stop here so that we can move, and then we're making it required already. Then to add, like I forgot to add new layers to add new questions. Click on plus to add questions. So let's do gender in case you need to pair people in a room. So that one, you can just make it a multiple choice question, which is male or female. So it's either you are a male or you are a female, right? You make it required. Okay, 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 yeah. So this is what a multiple choice question looks like. Then plus sign, another plus to, and what other information do you want to collect? What other information do we want to collect? Okay, let's say phone number, right? In case the hotel people need to reach them. You can just say phone number and it's still a short answer. Required. This is not related to this form, but let's just put it. How will you rate our services? Just to teach you how to use. So you can either do this, either you say 1 to 5. So 1, you can say low, 5 high, right? And you make it required. Let's duplicate this. How will you rate our services? And you can come here and use rating. You see? This is just what I wanted to teach you. This is not related to the form, but I hope you get the gist, right? And that's it. The next thing to do is to publish. But before we publish, I want us to do some settings. I want to show you some things. So response, this is where your responses come. But you can also link your responses to a sheet so that you can have an Excel sheet or a Google sheet in this instance that collects forms, that collects the information for you. And so let's do this. So create new sheet is going to create a sheet for you. So any response comes here. See? You see everything. It comes here. Now let's come to settings. So it says manage response, manage how responses are collected. You can say collect email addresses. So if you want this form to collect email addresses, that means the person must input their email addresses before they continue filling the form. But if you don't want them to collect email addresses, you leave it. But if you want, there are some forms that you need email addresses. Like if you need to send them email addresses, you need to collect, say, verified or responders input. So responders input means you now have to go to the form and create a question field for email addresses. But we don't need it for this particular form. Then this means send responders a copy of their response. So it requires you to collect the email address. So if you want the person filling your form to see a copy of the questions you ask them, you select on. Select on. Now this is not highlighting because the form we created does not collect email addresses. So you need to create that. You need to include email addresses as part of the questions you're asking before you can activate this. Now allow response editing. So you want people to be able to make changes to their responses after editing. You can just say yes because it's their question and answer anyway. This is, you can say limit to one response. So if one person feels they don't have to fill again, we should do that because we don't want one person filling this form twice because we want to know how many people exactly we are putting in the hotel. So we limit it to one response. Now let's go to presentation. After submission, what message do you want people to see? So you can say your response has been recorded, or you can say thank you for filling this form. Please click this link. Click a link to join the WhatsApp group. So if you have like a WhatsApp group link, you can paste it here for them to join, and then you click save. Right? If you want someone to, this one says show link. The next one says show link to submit another response. So if the person has finished filling and they want to submit another one, you select this button. But this is disabled because we already limited it to one response. It's activated. So if I deactivate this, you see, show link to answer another question. But because we don't want one person to fill twice, we are deactivating that. Right? So we're moving on. So this last one says question by default. So you know when I say make questions required by default, where you have to, let me go back. You know this button here, required. So what they are saying to us is if we select this button, that means all the questions are going to be required. So if they don't answer it, they're not moving on. Now we finish setting up this form. Now it's time to do what? To publish it. So we can say anyone with the link can respond, and then we do what? We publish it. We have the link, we shorten it, make it shorter, and then we copy it. Then we can now send it to anybody we want to send it. We can attach it to anywhere we want to attach it, and so on and so forth. Now let's go back to previewing here to see. So you see, the next thing I want to teach you now is to share this link. To share this link, you can either copy it from here. Click this copy link. This link here is called copy. Then this is the link, but you can shorten it. Right? It's now shortened. Then you copy it. And then paste it wherever you want to paste it. Or you can click the share button. Add the person that you want to send it to. Give the permission rights, responder or editor. So editor means they can help you edit this form, or you just want them to respond. So for today, we are asking Nkoma to just respond to this form, and then we send it. That's all we are asking. Okay, so here we are on her email address, Nkoma's email address, and we have the inbox here, invitation to respond to the form. So she clicks on it, and then she sees it. So she opens it. Let's see. Umodu, the designation, she's maybe the producer. She's a female. 08035335817. How will you rate our services? High. How will you rate our services? High. And then click. You see? Thank you for filling this form. Please click a link to join the WhatsApp group. Simple. Now here we are. You see, one responses. She has responded. Now let's go to our, remember the link sheet. So view in sheet, because we already linked it. We'll now go to see. You see, it has the timestamp 18/9/2025 at 3:58 in comma fill this form. Can you see that? This is how to get your information. Now let me quickly show you something. You do know you can add what's it called? You can add a picture here. So imagine you want to know what a picture. Imagine when I said, like, when I talked about what's it called? When I talked about creating an audition. Imagine this is an audition form. You collected their name, their phone number, their email address, and you want to see what their picture looks like. So I'm just going to click plus here, so I don't just waste time. I want to quickly show you that. So now this is the question. You can just say, please upload your headshots. Right? Good. Now come here. You see? Do you see file upload? It tells you files will be uploaded to the former form owner's Google Drive. It's going to go to your Google Drive. Okay? They will be required to sign into Google when file upload questions are added. So only shared, basically telling you what to do. So you say continue. Right? So you see, Now there are some permissive rights you need to give. So allow only specific file types. You can say this, and then you select you want just images for this particular request. Only images. You don't need PDF. The maximum number of file. How many number of headshots do you want? Just one. File size. You can just say 10 MB. So they don't go and give you 1 gig, because remember you're working with 15 gig of free space. So 10 MB is good. It's a good quality of picture. So anybody that's uploading a picture that is above 10 MB, you will not agree. Okay, so let's try to fill this form again. Now that I have a picture of this thing. So in Oma, emoji, designation. Let's say I'm 80 this time, and I'm female, and I'm 09014554555. Then hi, still hi, still hi. Right now, you see, please upload your headshots. I'll come here, say upload. So you browse, browse. Let's look for a headshot. This is not a headshot though. We're just using it because for practical session. Yeah. Taking your sweet time. You see, and then we submit. Now let's go back to our form and see if this is done. You see? So let's go and see what's happening here. Have you seen it? See? See? Please upload. It now has the link attached here. So this is our, let me go back a bit back. This is our accommodation subfolder. We open it. This is crew. This is crew. This is the crew. This is the form that we are filling. This is the sheet. Then let's click on this folder. Are you seeing? Please upload your headshots. Automatically, it's putting it for you in a subfolder. No long story, like you don't need to talk too much. It's just happening for you behind the scenes, basically. Can you see how simple and straight to the point it is? Did you know that you can customize this thing further, right? This place further, like make it look finer, maybe add your picture. If you have a logo, you can just add it. So let's say you want to add the logo of your or your background picture of your production company on this form, just to make it look finer, right? So you can click on customize themes. So you see, you can change the text, the header, you can change the font, the questions, the text. You can change it. You can change the color of your form. Maybe if your brand color is this, you can select it. You know, if you want the background to be darker, you can select. Then this is where you choose image. If you want like a header image, you can upload yours here. Let's just say this is the one we are working with for now. Let's just put it up there. Okay. So you select this, and then you put it there. See? Can you see? The form is looking really nice and pretty. Let's go to the preview mode so that you see what it looks like. You see? Very pretty. So when people click on the link, they come, they see. So you can put your banner here or the poster of your audition or whatever it is. Your anything, just to customize it to make it look more personalized. Tomorrow is our last day before the live sessions, and please, I want to encourage us to go back and watch the videos. It's really important because on Saturday we're just going to dive straight into practical and project based. So, and I want as much as possible to carry everyone along. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.